Welcome back to another video. Today I want to finish grading this food plot that we cleared in the previous episode and get it planted and hopefully get something growing here. I also want to plant some spruce trees around the edges and a little bit of berries where I'm going to put in front of my where I'm going to put my deer tower for a little bit of cover. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's what I have up to grade. This area I haven't really done much yet. I went over it once, I think. In this area I haven't gone over it all yet. This is kind of hard to work over here because it's steep. And it's got a lot of rocks in it. But this area is an area that's pretty much done. And all down there is pretty much done at this point. I'll link the video that I did some of this work in when I built the landscape rake for my tractor. Alright, so I bought these Norway spruce trees. These are 2 to 3 feet bare root. And I got these for only $7 a piece, so I bought 25 of these to plant around the plot here. We got really sandy soil here, so I'm not exactly sure how well these are going to grow. I picked Norway spruce for a few reasons. One reason was they're supposed to grow well in sandy, it says rich sandy loamy conditions. This is like, I don't know if you could tell, but it's like beach sand. So I don't know how far they go with that, but they're supposed to do well in sandy conditions. They are supposed to provide for good cover all the way down to the ground, even as they get older, unlike, white pines or some of the other pines. And deer are also supposed to not eat them. We'll have to see that, because deer eat pretty much everything I plant. So if the deer don't eat them and they survive in the sandy soil, that would be excellent. Here's what I have for trees. Started with this one right back here. I got all the way down this edge to right there. And on the other side of the plot here, I just got one here and one here. The deer come out right there pretty often, and they also come out right here, so I didn't want to get crazy over here when I'm planting too many. I got one right in front of this big root ball. And I got 3 on this corner here. And then on the other side, I've got these 3 along this edge. I've got a little patch of 5 right in here. And then there's 3 of them that you can't really see kind of in the wood line. Alright, it's time for seed. I'm using this Deer Creek seed, Sandy Sure Shot. It's sunflower, soybeans, buckwheat, clover, and winter rape. Here's what it looks like before dragging. Definitely a lot of seed on the surface. Let's see if we can get it covered up. Probably a week and a half, and we're starting to get some good growth here. I'm not exactly sure what all of these are. I know these are soybeans that started to sprout, but are on the surface. We've had really good rain for this, so that's been good. So I'll check back and when there's enough for another update. Alright, it's been a couple months here and this stuff's growing good. You can see this is about up to, over my waist, almost up to the bottom of my chest here. So most of this tall stuff's buckwheat, but if you look down in here, there's a soybean. I think that might be brassica there. And then there's also some grape in here, and there's a few sunflowers. I don't see one right around here, but there's a few sunflowers that made it too. So for a couple months of growing, I'm real happy with this. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to get anything to grow here, so this is excellent that I've got this much vegetation established. I plan to crimp this and plant winter rye in this sometime in August or September. Some of my trees here are doing better than others. This one's doing pretty good. This is all new growth here, so this has got, a couple inches of growth in 2 months, so I'd say that's pretty good for the first year. Here's another one that's doing not quite as well. This has only got probably 3/4 of an inch of growth. And this one here is starting to look like it's dying. It had some new growth that kind of died off. I'm hoping it makes it through, but there are a few that looks like this, and there's actually a couple that look even worse. So probably about half of my trees are doing pretty good, which I guess all things considered, that really isn't too terrible. I've had a decent bit of wildlife already using the plot. I'll put in some pictures of different wildlife we've got in here. So this has been a big success, and I plan to build a deer tower down on this end. So that'll be in a future video. Thanks for watching.